Alright, buddy. Hey, welcome back. Brent still wanted to play DuckTales, so we're playing DuckTales some more.
Everybody loves DuckTales.
I think he wants to beat the game, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna make a full LP out of it. Woo!
Yeah.
I don't know. No one really comments or watches our videos anyway. So maybe this is like a voidlessness of endlessness on the internet. It's there, but it doesn't exist because no one saw it. It's kind of like the whole tree in the woods thing. If we post a video on the internet and no one sees it, did it really ever exist?
Home of the legendary great one Gladstone, heir to
Yeah.
the coin of the lost realm.
Lost realm. I mean, I give them a lot of credit. They got all the voice actors back to do the dialogue, but this was the dialogue like just little text in the original NES game.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there was voice in it at all. I don't think there was any sound really
No, there
besides
wasn't.
background music.
The Nintendo couldn't do that very well. If you ever saw like the Ghostbusters game where they tried to get the thing to say Ghostbusters, it was really bad. That's why you didn't see many. It was always text. They could do music pretty good, but the NES's they sucked at doing voice. I think that's why it was like such a big deal when the Super was able to do it with the whole vector graphics and shit. 'Cause I think Super had some voice act. No, wait, no, maybe not Super. I think the first time we ever heard any voices in a video game was
PlayStation.
No, it was actually a 64. Because it was a big deal when Mario actually got voiced for the first time. And the same guy's been doing the Mario voice ever
Yeah,
since
but
then.
the 64 came out about the same time as the PlayStation.
It came out a little bit before the PlayStation. The 64 came first, and then the PlayStation came like maybe a year after that. So you're not too far off, but yeah. I think the 64 holds the credit for having the technical verse voiceover in a game. So
I always thought it was PlayStation came out first.
yeah.
And,
You would think that, but no, it was there's a whole stupid story behind that, because like Nintendo was flirting with the idea of doing a disc-based drive system, and they went to Sony and said, "Hey, you want to make a video game system with us?" And Sony was like, "Fuck yeah, that'd be rad as shit." And then they did all this stuff, and they got all these plans up, and then Nintendo at the last minute said, "Yeah, we're gonna go with Philips because you guys suck." And Nintendo's like, "What the fuck?" Because they got pretty far in development, and then Nintendo backing out. Well, they were just sitting on this thing now, so they went to Microsoft and said, "Hey, Microsoft, you wanna have a deal with us where we make a disc-based system?" And Microsoft's like, "Fuck off, we're thinking about doing our own." And then Sony was just like, "Yeah, we're just gonna make our own. We could just do this, and we're gonna bury Nintendo because of that." Because they were really pissed about that whole backing out deal. So the Philips Eye was a Nintendo and Philips joint effort. Though I think it was Mirror teleporters, but you don't have it activated yet. And that's how we got PlayStation. And the Philips completely failed. See, I don't get the purpose of the star power, because you never seem to use it properly. Anyway.
That's my bad, not their bad.
Yeah, right. So, watch and if you're wondering why I'm being very chatty, it's because I've just took it upon myself to just probably stop trying to like pressure Brent into talking as much, and I need
to talk more.
I'll just do some commentary over this and stuff like that. I could talk about PlayStation.
I remember hearing about that, and I remember seeing some stupid Philips thing that it was god awful.
Oh yeah, it was. It was completely god awful. You can buy them. They're kind of a collector's item now. There was a few games. It's notorious because it has 2 Zelda games that are not Nintendo, because Nintendo gave them some licenses to some properties of theirs to make some games so they could sell the stupid unit. So there was like Hotel Mario, and there was like 3 Zelda games that came out for it.
Huh.
And they're all complete garbage.
I didn't even know there was any Zelda games for it.
Yeah, there's 3 Zelda games. They're all super, super expensive because they're Zelda games, even though they are complete garbage to play. And I'll say that right now. And if anybody wants to see us play some CDI Zelda stuff, just donate it, because I am not going to buy that garbage piece of shit unit. So, but if you want to give us that piece of shit unit, we'll gladly take it. 2 of the Zelda games you can actually play as Zelda, and it's the only Zelda games where you can play as the princess herself. But again, they're not worth it at all. I'm digging the soundtrack. I wish there was a way, though, if they're going to do a remaster system like this, I wish there was a way that you could, like, either flip through the old music or the new music, you know? I like it when they do that kind of stuff in, like, remaster games. I can't really think of any examples off the top of my head. I think you're going to have to pogo the hell out of that. But you know what I mean? Like, I've seen games where you can, like, turn on the old graphics and turn on the new graphics. Oh, shit, Brent, you almost got yourself trapped there. Maybe just a regular jump. Can you do that, or is it all pogo? Oh, yeah, see? Got yourself a little bit of heart's use for that.
Boinkity, boinkity.
So I saw that Brent liked my post on Facebook today. What did you think of the Bleach trailer? Teaser.
I was wondering, I'm like, are they really going to do that?
Oh yeah, they're doing it.
I said they should do that a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. It's funny you say that, because I think when you said something about that, I said that they're planning on making a Japanese version of Bleach, and you're like, oh, that'd be sweet. I was like, yeah, we'll see how sweet it is, because they kind of tend to fuck those things up. I hear only, like, sort of favorable things about the Death Note live-action series from the Japan, not the Netflix one, but the Japan one, where people are like, it was okay. It's just, it's a lot with a lot of the mangas and animes, where they got the benefit of having a series and they can actually tell like a really long story versus a movie that has to condense that down to like an hour. And like, where's the cutoff, you know? That's like sort of what happened with The Last Airbender too. You should pop your mic up a little bit, 'cause you need to talk in this front part, not that.
Yeah, that Last Airbender, I don't even know why.
Oh, which one are you?
There is no way they could.
Well, they could have done it, but the first arc would have been 3 movies.
Yeah, there's no way to.
But they tried to make
that.
the first arc in 1 movie, and it was like, no, guys, that's not how you're gonna do that. You're gonna have to make like 8 freaking movies to tell that story properly. And that's kind of where they messed up. Well, they messed up in a lot of places in that one. Aang. Say it right. You're gonna make Tad mad when he watches this over again. That is a button. There's a button for Tad that you have no idea that you press. He's gonna go on for like 2-hour tangent about the freaking Last Airbender. He doesn't like talking about it. It makes him so upset.
That was one of the biggest things I laughed at when I seen that movie, is the whole Ong. First time I heard that, I was like, oh my god, people are gonna freak out.
Well, they did. It's kind of almost like one of those things like, why do it if you can't do it right? There's like a naked duck in that wrapping. I'm kind of wondering if he's like one of the henchmen, or if he's just some random Neko duck. Because he doesn't seem like... Oh, you can't kill ghosts. You're very careful when you open the coffins. They may or may not contain treasure. And there's some more ice cream for health. That's so weird. I think you can hit the ball, can't you? You can hit the ball. I guess that was how you're, like, an easier way to kill that dude one hit. Then again, why would you need to kill him at all? Why would you need to use the ball if you can just go on him? I don't know if you've ever seen it, Brent, but there's like speed runs of this game. You're fucking yourself up. Oh shit!
Damn it!
You should have just took the invincibility hit and ran through him. Are they already open? Oh yeah, they left them open for you. How do you get more lives, I wonder?
I don't remember, but I know there's a way. There's something you pick up.
Is it more ice cream? Seems like you're taking a lot of hits. You need to be careful. You only got 3 of those bad boys. And, yeah.
Damn it.
That seems about right.
I'm about out of lives. I'm gonna die again.
Yeah, you are. Is there any other games you're looking forward to playing on the channel, Brett?
Really am looking forward to Mega Man.
Well, Mega Man's can start whenever you want, man. This can just be a simple OVA, like a 3-arc thing where you just tried it and you just reviewed it and you said, yeah. But we can also go all the way to the end if you want. It's your call. It's totally
Speed runs. That'd be cool, but I'm not.
I've seen it, man, on the old NES, not this new one. I don't know. Sometimes when they make remakes like this, they kind of nerf some of the controls or change something that kind of prevents. Oh wow!
Sweet. Go me!
Let's try a ghost. Oh, some hidden stuff right here. Let's try a ghost. Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably a ghost. Oh, you got an extra heart out of that. I think that's everything in this room. I remember watching a lot of DuckTales, but God, if I can recall any episodes off the top of my head. And I know that's probably Ghost too. Oh, called it. And Brent ran right into it. I can't recall any episodes of DuckTales at all. Like, none come to memory when I think about it. Ooh. Oh yeah, I remember when you got this far. On the last LP. But I remember ending very badly for you because you were either tired or didn't want to play anymore. I don't know what the hell it was.
Green.
Ooh, that teleported you right to that stupid thing. Leap of faith. Probably not Scrooge. Who names their kid Scrooge too? It's a messed up name. Oh, you might. Whoa. Ooh. I think there's another boss fight. So is each stage is just like Huey and Dewey get kidnapped and then you have to go rescue each one of those little bastards?
I think, if I remember right, yeah. Pretty much.
Remember, you can't beat the ghost, but you can dodge his little shit. Yeah, they're just gonna keep dropping go.
Damn it.
Yeah, was it it's 5 hits, isn't it, for these guys?
I think so.
Oh, no. Oh, oh, no.
No. Okay, okay. You don't gotta be all touchy about it. See ya.
That guy gives
Is that it?
me the heebie-jeebies. He was starting to look.
Yeah, I gotta find one more.
Well, next time he'll think twice before scrapping with
Is there one
Sarge
more?
the Duck.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of scraps,
Well, we only
mean,
found
yep.
Huey and Dewey.
Eh.
Ah, it looks
But
like
you got the
another
last piece of the
that
map, though.
board
I don't
accessory.
see why you have to keep progressing.
say what?
A magic spell, and it's nearly complete. Just one piece left to find. If only I knew where to start looking.
Well, that bungle boy did say this house has an illusion wall. Do you think he meant?
Of course, a secret passage. Oh, no wonder I've been having so much trouble finding anything around here. Good lad. Now, off you go. I need you to wait at the entrance with the others.
You have to trust him not to get kidnapped again? Well, at least they give you some health back. And the carts always seem to have been giving you health.
Lost my hat on that one.
Ooh! Oops. Oh, you timed that really badly.
And I died. I gotta restart.
Is it a whole restart?
Restart the level.
No way, is it?
Yep, I died
Oh, man.
3 times. You only get 3 lives per level.
Well, when we come back, we'll probably do another episode of this, okay?